Um, Obviously quite excited about it. That is without saying, because, first marathon, doing a London isn't a bad one to do as a first one, so that's brilliant. But it's been a long time in the making. So yeah, that's been quite painful in some ways. Wondering if it was ever going to happen in others. But no, I mean, it should be really, really good. This is not a habitual thing. I've done a bit of running in the past, so I just happened to be mentioning it in passing when our chair for Agenda, Kath Wilson, said, "Oh, I was going to do the London Marathon, but I can't, and I'm injured." So she very kindly suggested that I give it a go, and volunteered me, which was not a bad idea, really, because I may or may not have stepped forward. But that was great, and the fact that Petrus through Agenda has a place. Well, it all came together, didn't it, to make that happen? The only downside was that the marathon didn't happen. Petrus is a brilliant charity in itself, in its own right, and although it's based in Rochdale and supporting those in need from homelessness, at risk of homelessness as well as currently homeless, what Petrus is looking to do to grow, to deliver those services, support services elsewhere as well, is just brilliant, and it's got a brilliant track record in what it's done for its service users over the years. And sadly, as we know, that homelessness issue as well as the housing crisis is a big problem for the country, and certainly during COVID hasn't got any better. Some brilliant things have been done during COVID to help with homelessness. How are we going to carry those on into the future? It seems, again, time is right with, to help highlight what Petrus does and its contribution to relieving homelessness and giving people, as it says, safe places where they can flourish. And that is, the basic that everybody should have. So, Petrus is just a brilliant charity to be able to support and raise awareness for. For Parkinson's was absolutely a personal one. So my dad passed away in 2006 with Parkinson's, amongst other illnesses. And I guess, as I mentioned in the blog, it's such a debilitating disease, and the way it affects people, you lose the person before they're gone in many ways. So it just seemed like a good thing, a personal thing to drive me on as well. So, anything I can do to help with research and support for people who are going through it and their families, having experienced what the families go through. Yes, longer than planned. And my immediate reaction to when I put my name down and it was all being confirmed was, well, hopefully the body will hold up for it. I'm reasonably fit; it should be all right. And it's been all right. I mean, I followed some of the training regimes and tried to do what's supposed to be done, and then moved up to half marathons and then 15, 16 miles. A couple of people told me along the way, in fact, Kath Wilson and Ian Warren, who's the people director at Regenda there, who've both done these sorts of things, said, yeah, if you can get past 16, 17 miles, you should be all right, give or take the hitting the wall. And, that has generally seemed to be about right so far. Training hasn't been too regimented. I didn't mind doing it during the winter, I suppose. It's been all right. It's just the time it's taken. it's not about me, it's about the charity. It's about how fantastic the charity is. Go and have a look at the charity, see what you think. Help Petrus to grow and to deliver those services, brilliant services that it delivers to people who really need help and support elsewhere, because that's what we want to do, is grow the charity and its service delivery elsewhere in the Northwest, and hopefully beyond that in the future, because it does brilliant things that help people in real need, and as well get more interested in what's happening in this country in terms of homelessness. Because even if you think about what happened during COVID, it was brilliant that so many people could be taken care of. And if we're coming through a post-COVID period, of whatever that looks like, what are we going to do for all of those people? Hasn't the world changed and moved on a bit? That's what we should be trying to do. So take an interest, and if you can afford to, brilliant, if you can support the charity as well. Well, I'm just really grateful for their financial support and good wishes and all that sort of stuff, because I think the charities are well worthwhile, and I really appreciate them taking a bit of time to look at who and what and provide their support. And it's always good to know you have that sort of support as you're going round. And actually, yes, over the last couple of years, to know that people will support you and will do that, and tell their friends. That's what I'd say. So tell more people. Let's see what we can do, and let's see what we can raise.